Hi friends, welcome to Mary's Kitchen. Today I'm going to start with our dessert. And for you today, I'm going to make a delicious cake. You don't even need a mixer, you need your little whisk. It's called Ricotta olive oil cake with lemon and almonds. You put it together, you bake it, and it's a delight. And you can fancy it up if you like with some whipped cream and some fruit on the top. But you're going to really enjoy it. So watch me put it together, and then hopefully you'll make it yourself or your family. We'll taste it at the end. Again, enjoy. Now, first, what you have to do is put all your ingredients totally measured and have them ready. It's called Mise place. And this is where you have everything prepared ahead of time. It makes your recipe so much easier. So what this recipe calls for is 1 cup of ricotta. I use whole milk ricotta. It's always much better. So you put that pre-measured into your dish. Set aside. Of course, remember to preheat your oven to 350 degrees first, and also get your pan ready. 9-inch pan with a parchment paper, and then of course a little bit of spray so nothing sticks. Even though it's a spring loaded, it still needs a little treatment. Now in this bowl, we're gonna get our whisk. Then we're gonna add 2/3 cup of olive oil and start mixing. And let me mention, this is the best olive oil. One of our fellow club members has her orchard, and that's what comes from it. Okay, so I'm gonna start adding my olive oil and start whisking right when I'm adding it. Now I'm gonna add 1.5 cups of sugar. Everything's pre-measured, and I'll keep whisking till we get that sugar in there. Nice, mixing it around. Everything's going to be incorporated. Now the recipe also calls for the zest of 1 lemon. This is where you put it in. Now I want to mention that when you zest a lemon, use this type of microplaning zest because you only want the yellow. Do not get into the white. And this is really the best tool for it. So I already zest 1 lemon. Make sure you get every bit of it. Okay, that's looking good already. Nice. Now you have to put 3 eggs. Make sure you crack your eggs in a separate bowl, not over this bowl because you're gonna get shells, believe me. So one at a time, put in your egg, whisk. Another egg, whisk. And of course use large eggs. Nice, fresh, large eggs. Everything's set aside that I use. Everything's mixed nicely. Not even a mix master, which is nice. Just do it with your whisk. Thick, rich. Now you need to just set that aside for a minute, and let's get your dry ingredients. So in the separate bowl, you want to get your flour first. And this is 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Now you'll see it all-purpose, or you'll see it called AP. That's all-purpose. Very useful flour. Get your other little whisk. So you know you're gonna mix that. Now this recipe makes it extra special because it calls for 3/4 cup of almond meal. Now there's almond meal and there's almond flour. This is almond meal. It's a little coarser, a little thicker, and you can get this actually at Trader Joe's. This is where I got this, a package of it. Very useful for making a lot of different muffins, and just gives it a little different thickness and richness to your batter. So you want to incorporate that. Mix it nice with your whisk. Then you need 1 tablespoon baking powder. That's what's gonna make it rise. Whisk that in. 1/3 teaspoon baking soda. Another lifting agent. And between everything you put in here, you wanna whisk so it's nice and incorporated. The last thing is 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Now I use pink Himalaya salt. You can use just regular salt, but I like pink Himalaya. Okay, so everything in this bowl is nice and combined. There's no clumps. So I think this one is ready. Got that all combined. Now, we want to transfer this from the dry ingredients into the wet. So what I'm going to do is just a little at a time and then whisk. Don't dump it in all at once. Little. Get it incorporated. A little more. It's looking good. It's nice and rich. It's got little specks of almond in there. A little more. Okay, little. Sometimes if you put too much, it overwhelms it. A little more. Why not? The whole thing. Okay, can you believe it? Cake batter. That's really all there is. I think the secret is just to have it all pre-measured. Little elbow grease here, getting it mixed well. Beautiful. Nice. Okay, I already got the oven at 350. What you do, it's ready to go in your pan. Get your pan that's ready to go in the oven. And then just pour it, the batter. Make sure you get it all. So I'm gonna get my little spoon to help. Okay, scrape all the sides. You want to get all that batter in there. This is a good dense cake. It goes well with coffee, with a nice dessert, with a nice after dinner drink. Then you bring this out and it just hits the right notes. Got everything in there. Just kind of shake it. Okay, it's ready to go into the oven now. Now it's gonna go into the oven for 60 to 70 minutes until it's browned on the top and firm in the center. Okay, going to the oven. Okay, it's time to take it out of the oven. Now before, it's been around 70 minutes. You take anything out of the oven, you always want to put your little stick or your toothpick in. Make sure that it comes out clean. There's no batter on it. So that tells me the cake is done. So here it is, nice golden brown. We'll put it over here on the rack and then let it cool. And then I'll come back and show you how we're going to serve it. Okay, here is the finished product on a plate with a little decorative touch. Of course, putting some sprinkled powdered sugar. Then I cut around 3 or 4 strawberries and laid them around to make them look like a flower. Put some blueberries, blackberries, whatever you have on hand to kind of make it look neat. Hi, here's a piece of the cake. When I plate it, I usually put a little bit of the fruit, a little bit of whipped cream, gives it a little taste, and some more strawberries on top. Let's give it a taste. Looks good. A little bit of whipped cream. That is super. It's moist. It has this delicate flavor of the olive oil, but you can really taste the almonds in it. It baked up nice and high. You have a little bit of fruit. I really think you're gonna like it. So hopefully you'll try it. See you around.